Howdy and aloha, everybody. It's James with Monotop. All right. Let me play this for you.
Angela People joins us now with more. I guess that's good if you got 8.7 times the neutralizing antibodies, but does it mean you won't get COVID?
It means that it'll protect you against severe disease, and death, which is the most important. As we've all seen, people have gotten COVID vaccines and still gotten COVID. It's just the nature of respiratory viruses. They're really hard to vaccinate against and prevent infection itself. But the important thing here is that it will protect you from the most serious forms of the disease.
What about previous infection? Won't that probably protect you from death or the most serious
That might help
infection?
too, but the message this year from all the public health officials is that
natural immunity is probably equivalent to this, or no? This is better?
You know, what we have today is data showing that this vaccine is effective, and that's what's most important, I think, going into this fall.
Okay.
You guys got to see this, though. Oh, my God. Go here. All right? If you need the link, let me know. And here's the data. You can download it. And look at all the, all right here. Let me just bring this a little closer so you can see what I'm looking at. A little better. Right? This. So the thing they're using as the thing that everybody's supposed to be taking and have took isn't this. They use something different and then used this data, or excuse me, their data, which was, I don't know, not correct, incorrect, or a little off. The thing that they had you take isn't a part of the what's actually this is what you're taking. All this information here. And if you go through it, and I recommend that you have your doctor read this. Send that if your doctor has suggested or supported or encouraged for you to take something that is completely indemnified, meaning you can't sue them. You can't sue the Pentagon. You can't sue the manufacturer. You can't sue the hospital. You can't sue your doctor. Right? Doctors have in their business, their BOP, business owners plan, they have the medical insurance coverage for malpractice. And their insurance companies don't cover that. Don't cover this because it's also indemnified. The thing that you took or are contemplating, hopefully not contemplating and taking, is you can't sue. But if you have a toaster that burns your toast and then burns your cupboards or what, which could happen, and malfunctions, you can sue the company that made it severely, depending on the losses or the damages, personal injuries, whatever. But this you can't. Now I want you to think about that. And people out there decided to take this thing. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I was trying to tell my family and friends on Facebook and everybody, just hang on, guys. Please hang on. Wait until we know more information about this. Okay? But everybody was so scared of Fluvid, the Fluvid one-niner, Fluvid one-niner, translate that, and they had everybody just scared to death. Like they do with everything. Hey, Cheryl, how you doing? I'm going to go through a little bit of info and then I'll send out some invites. And we'll open it up. Yeah, this is ridiculous. And they're still pushing this shit. I mean, there's. Does the saying thing stop the transmission? No, it doesn't. She didn't say that immunity was better, or herd immunity, or natural immunity. She didn't say. You guys do know that the CDC is a for-profit corporation, right? They're not really. Neither is the Fed. The Fed is not a fucking for-profit corporation. It is a fucking for-profit corporation. And yet they're deciding through, these fucking for-profit corporations that are listed as governmental entities is a farce. It's a lie. And people just keep buying. The IRS is a collection agency. If you get a call from somebody about a bill, I don't know what it's for. It could be for your fucking utilities or rent or a credit card, whatever the case may be. Bank, overdrawn, who knows? Things happen. And a person calls you from the collection agency, that's no different, but the scale is different. This whole country, and I just went over this information here. Medical treatments that were, this is in regards to your education and how medicine was hijacked. There were people out there that had natural remedies, holistic remedies, stuff that had been passed down for hundreds of thousands of years that have worked. We're talking either fungi or mushroom, or they were roots, or they were plants or leaves, or flowers are usually, to be honest with you, not very good for you. just in my own botanist level of information that I have. And the problem is they did it on purpose. They fucking literally hijacked everything. And they started their big influx of their doctors and they compromised academia for a long time. Everything that you've heard of or known of in regards to health, and I'm going to bring a really great example to you right now. And this guy Jake Tran, you need to watch him. He does some good stuff, and he talks about oil. And there's some other people that talk about, vegetable oil and tallow or lard. We've been using tallow or lard forever, for BC, before Christ. I mean, we've been using it for, it's been historically proven, which you kind of got to wonder these days, for 250,000 years. 250,000 years. Our bodies have been digesting that hereditarily for dozens of or possibly hundreds of family cycles, right? Lineages. So our body has been used to eating meat and cooking meat and using that grease to fry things. Do you think they had fried food at all 100,000 years ago? Of course they did. Somebody saw grease hit something or do something to something else and said, pick that up, and they just grabbed it and tasted it. They said, fuck, man, that is good. McDonald's used to use tallow. Pioneer Chicken used tallow. I don't know if you guys know what Pioneer Chicken is, but they were probably the best place to eat chicken that I've ever seen. And they're gone. The food you're eating now is laced, poisoned. From my professional opinion, which I'm not a professional of food, And I'll admit to that. But I'm just saying, I don't. There's a lot of evidence now that's totally and completely indicating clearly, unequivocally, that vegetable oil is not good for you and could be doing a lot of terrible things to your body, including stuff like Alzheimer's. Yeah. You know, my grandparents didn't have that. They cooked with tallow and they cooked with lard. They just started using Wesson oil towards, and Crisco and shit, like in the latter parts of their lives, but they didn't really like it. So they had tallow next to them, and they had, tallow you could get off the shelf anywhere. There were jars of it everywhere. Right? There were jars and jars. There was different products, different labels of tallow and lard. Everything you've been told for the past, 50, 60, 70, 80 years, especially in the past 3 years, especially, and I mean, we're talking 100% blown out of 1,000 times, multiplied by 1,000 bullshit, lies that you can't fathom. You can't fathom the lies that have came through mainstream media. You just can't. People go, no way. Rachel Maddow tells the truth all the time. She's my hero. Right? It's crazy. Sean Hannity, he's right about everything. No. These people are paid. They are paid, and I have to keep going over this because people don't get it. They get paid by these corporations or these entities that don't give a shit about you. They don't care about you. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a flying fart about flying fart. They don't give a flying fart about you at all. At all. You see these bazillion-dollar newsrooms? Do I have a bazillion-dollar newsroom? I'm not real. I'm just a John average man on the street. Paying attention to politics, paying attention to things around me, just being aware. That's me. I'm just being aware of what's going on. Right? And then I'm every once in a while these, in the past 3 years, the questions in my head have been overwhelming. But in the past few decades, I've been going, wait a second, this doesn't make any sense. Well, you know what? I see that perspective, but the other person or that other side has something that maybe I should do a little research on. Maybe I should chickadee check myself before I wreck myself. I'm, and question authority at its sources at every turn. That is the number one goal. If you are a parent, if you are a person that gives a shit about yourself, especially, you should care about the people you love and take care of. Right? Your community, your neighbors, you're going to question authority. They're not always right. Especially the ones that are getting paid by the very corporations that are preying on you. The predator class are a bunch of fucking corporate oligarchs. That's the pedo predator class. These are sick fuckers. I'm not going to get into that right now, but let me just... it's just very simple. The predator class and the corporate governance pay for and controls mainstream media $1 billion, not you. Not you. So why in the fuck would they give a single fuck about you? Why would they care about you? The people that are giving you this information, right? The people that are telling you, like this lady here, right? This lady here that is selling you to take something that you don't know, You don't have all the information. Your doctors were paid. Your doctors, okay. I used to deliver part-time after my job in the day. Worked insurance. And I used to go out and deliver from a very nice restaurant, little, food, deliver food. And the delivery of food I would take was high-end quality burgers and pizzas and salads and stuff like that from a very nice restaurant that I ended up being a general manager of at one of the locations. But the pharmaceutical representatives, and they still do it to this day, will call the doctor's office staff, the office manager. That's the person you get in touch with. You don't talk to anybody else. You're not going to talk to the doctor. You got to go through the office manager first. If you get the doctor on the phone, you're fucking lucky. Okay? Just letting you know. For all you phone salespeople out there. And she's just the sentinel to protect the doctor from scams, which there's a bunch of them out there. But what these pharmaceutical reps do is they pay high dollar, and we're talking for an office, a doctor's office of, 8 to 10 people, around that many. You're talking at least $1,500 in food, maybe $1,200. I've seen, maybe the least I've seen is a $500. You know what I mean? And these guys will pay and say, hey, I'm going to come out. When's a good time? Just give me 30 minutes or an hour. And most of these guys already know these doctors. They're longtime accounts. Oh, I got this new drug. I got this new pill. I got this new device. I'm going to come out and show it to you. I want your staff to know about it too. Have them come out. Whoever wants to attend, I'll just go over it with you. And they pay a fucking lot of money. The amount of money spent in advertising, marketing, direct contact, mailers, all this other shit, direct mail, for these corporates is nothing compared to the return. Because they want to land that business not only from the doctor, but from the government. Right? And this shill, this piece of shit lady, is getting paid high dollar to spew out this information. And she fucked up. She stuttered. She doesn't know what to say. Right? She's a salesperson. That's what's happening. That's what's happened to everybody. It's been happening forever. I got a gal I work with. She'd had 3 fucking Kool-Aids in her arm. 3 of them. Poor thing. She looks like droopy. I mean, she's a wonderful person, hardworking. She's an ex-cop, but she's got so many fucking diseases, in her body and things that have happened more recently than usual, from this shit that she's been taking. She keeps going back like they're going to fix it. The damage is already done. It's sad. You can see it. She's like walking death, honestly. She can't drive a fucking car. And it sucks because it really disturbs a lot of shit that happens at work, right? And it's going to be bad anyway. Let me get to this point. And it sucks because I really think she's a wonderful person. And she really cares about people. But she got fucking had. And like 65% of the people, or just under 70 actually, of the people in the United States, just in the United States, bought this shit. Hook, line, and sinker. And most of them have been buying it forever. Oh, this is the stuff that's been keeping me. Oh, this is the stuff that's been... They've created like the problem, like I just indicated. And let me share a little quick one in regards to Crisco. Crisco oil pushed lard and tallow out of the way with their advertising. It was a brilliant marketing scheme. Back in the early 30s, 40s, 50s, and then the more momentum they got, the more money people started buying this shit. And then they found out it was bad. And then they found out it wasn't good. And then everybody started. It's still on the shelves. People to this day still use Crisco oil. It's fucking amazing. And the stuff is just canned death. And that's vegetable oil. Right? Vegetable is like the worst thing you can fucking put in your body. Seed oil itself, we've only been using for maybe 150 years. And they tell you olive oil's been around for long. No, it hasn't. Olive oil hasn't been around for fucking thousands and thousands of years. The information you're getting out there for a lot of people, right? I'm going to probably rebrand this show because I'm really trying to let everybody know that the bottom line here, in regards to everything that you're seeing on TV, the commercials, everything is all bought and paid for. Nothing you're seeing is what is designed to help you, is designed for your health and safety. And the fucking FDA knows it. The CDC knows it. The fucking, especially the WHO, they fucking know that. Their goal is to fucking off as many people as possible. That's their fucking goal. Their real mission, according to their leader, Bill Gates, the eugenicist, proudly states, my dad's a eugenicist, I'm a eugenicist, meaning that only one race of people should rule the world. Seriously, this is that guy. He runs the fucking WHO. Mr. Depopulation himself. Yeah. Pretty fucked up. And I'll give you, I'm going to give you another example. Only because you deserve the example. That's why. Because you deserve to know what's going on, right? You deserve to know. And I implore you to go and watch and learn more about the Flexner Report and how it took over academia when natural and holistic medicines were expelled. Right? You'd be surprised what's out there that works. In some areas, it works better than in other areas because in some countries, people had a particular diet. Does that make sense? Of course it makes sense. They didn't leave that continent for hundreds of thousands of years. With that being the case, their body had been used to certain vegetables, certain fruits, certain animals, certain types of game, meat that they ate, that they digest, and what's interesting about the human body is it evolves in a sense over time. It starts to change according to and the body and the brain helps it. It changes according to its environment. Externally, internally, through the air. It creates different bone structures, different types of linden. What the fuck is that called? Melatonin. Anyway, not melatonin, but your tonin. Your skin color. Right? Depending on where you live, depending how this is how this works. It's brilliant. Thank God, thank Jesus, thank the universe, thank the stars, think the universe says whatever. God bless us. We're just an amazing fucking product, or possibly a product, or just species. We're just an amazing species. How we're able to adapt through the years of just being able to survive. We don't have claws or big fangs. You know, we're not super fucking strong like bears or lions or a shark or an eagle. Can't fly. But because of this, we've survived for fucking who knows how long. Who knows how long. Amazing. Thank Jesus for this, man. This is fucking amazing. Thank God we're able to this. And then you have these fuckers. This guy, who's a part of this, who is a part of this. He was installed along with these people to continue this process, right? This fucker here. It's pretty simple. And this stuff has been happening for a long ass fucking time. You know, I implore you to go, Huxley, Orwell, of course. There's a lot of people that have been talking about this. Max, I forgot his name, not Maxwell. Of course, James Corbett, more recently, G. Edward Griffin, for sure. Some people that have been following this stuff for decades that are still here. Still trying to alert, inform, tell people what's going on. What's going on? What's really going on? I think that's important to know. Don't you? I mean, do you like being some people like being fed the lie. I get that. Just lie to me and tell me everything's fine, so I can just live my life. And this is very common. It's conditioning. It's indoctrinated us as a fucking long time ago, right? It's just a process that they have out there. Right? It's just really sad. I've got one more thing I'm going to show you because I think it's important for people to see this. Is the other scam. And the scam I was just talking about is there's a gigantic lie in regards to consumable goods. Huge, major lie in regards to consumable goods. And I was aware of some of this, but after I've been digging and finding out what the fuck's been going on for a while now, it's gotten much worse. Like terribly much worse. Like very bad this is a shitty song. Let Her Go. They fucking re-sang that's just fucking stupid. It sounds like shit. And then fucking Jack Black just not destroys in a good way. Wicked Game. Oh my God, that's terrible. Terrible. Jill Stein, idiot. She's a World Economic Forum pawn. Stay away from her. Just stay away from the Green Party. Okay, that's all I have to say about that. And if you want to ask why, you can ask me why. That's a whole show I'd have to do. Nikki Haley is a fucking lunatic. Oh shit, you don't even see what I'm looking at. Sorry. Now here's this stuff. That's terrible. This fucking this music is terrible. This is fucking terrible too. Just because you're rich and you've made a movie or two and sang a couple of songs doesn't mean you're good. Doesn't mean you're a good singer. Or, Jack Black's a good performer. A singer, I would definitely not say he's a good singer. He's a mediocre singer. Let's be honest. Jill flips again. She turns away. Blah, 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 blah. She's gone. I recommend you guys watch this guy. This man right here.
What's up, YouTube?
Okay. This is 3 of 7 project. Chad. His name's Chad. I don't know his last name. Okay. You're saying, why would I watch that hick? That redneck? You have no idea what you're talking about. You're judging a book by its cover. This is called Truck Talk with him. This is an ex-Navy SEAL who a year or two ago ran a 250-mile marathon. What? That guy? Yes, that guy. 250, whether he did or not, he's very down to earth. He's very constitutional. He's very patriotic. Of course he is. Right? But he served our country as well as I did. All right? But this guy's a fucking badass. If there's badasses out there, don't let that beard and that fool you. This guy's a badass motherfucker. Okay? And he's also an intelligent motherfucker. And he cares about his family. And he cares about his land. And he cares about his health. And he cares about his country. He cares about his neighbors. He cares about his community, his city, his county, his state, his country. That's what I do. That's why I do this. That's why I do this. Not because of these fucking people. Right here. All these fucking people right here. Right? So look at that newsroom. Who pays for that newsroom? And all those big salaries. Right? Who pays for that? For CNN, MSNBC, Fox. Yeah. Pfizer. Pfizer pays for that. Pays for their limousines. Pays for their luxurious mansions. Right? They aren't going to tell you shit that you need to really hear. They may portray it. Jesse Waters is trying. Poor kid, he's trying. But you're not selling anybody, Jesse. We know why you're there, bro. You're trying to get your following. Trying to get your likes up. That's all it is for you. Whatever. Because we still know at the end of the day, you won't say duopoly. And that's why Tucker Carlson was let go. Because he said duopoly. We're talking about the Democrats and the Republicans. Rhinos, Republicans, Democrats, fucking Satanists, fucking pedo fuckers. Sick. Just sick fuckers out. They're everywhere. Yeah, it's really interesting for people to continue. This is why I'm on my 8th YouTube channel. Because I'm showing you what's going on and how it works. I'm telling you, this is it. It's real simple. It's all right here. It's all you need to see. It's all you need to see is just look at the money here. Right? Who did you send money into MSNBC recently? Are you donating to them for them to give you information that helps you? Are you doing that? You're not doing it. So who is? Pfizer's doing it. Lockheed Martin's doing it. Okay? Big hospital, big pharma, big oil, big coal. Well, you name it. Big everything else. Special interest, whatever. But you're not sending this, their biggest advertisers get the most attention. Period. And get the narrative. The top 3, this is the standard in mainstream media. They're not telling you the truth. They'll give you a feel-good story here and there, and the whole this, that, and the other thing, but they're not going to fucking tell you what's really going on. This guy will. This guy will, and this guy will. That guy right here. He gives a shit. These people they care. You can tell the sincerity in his tone. He's not the other day. Well, I understand that, Martha, but I just want to let you know that Pfizer is doing whatever they can to take care of their people because everything they give you is safe and effective, according to the FDA, according to the CDC, which, they're for-profit corporations. But anyway, it's just, you know what I mean? I mean, do I need to talk like that? Live from Missouri, live from Missouri, it's James with Montauk. Thank you guys for being here today. I don't want to have to do that. That's not me. This is me. That's him. This is us. This is all of us. We're all in this together. We're all in the same boat. It's just fucking, that's it. Right? And if you don't understand what's going on, you have to realize this. And this deals with the mainstream media. And I'm going to get to this other point in a second. How do you tell who's telling the truth? How do you tell who's telling the truth? Well, for one, am I able to tell you the truth? Can I speak? Right? In a free society, in a world of free thinking and saying and telling, and if you want to have a somewhat intelligent conversation, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to speak like I don't know who talks real big. Chaco. Anyway, what we're you don't have to be a fucking super genius. Let's just say that to understand that if somebody else out there is trying to stop you from speaking or being able to speak freely in regards to your perspective and what you're trying to say, and you're not really trying to convince them, you're just trying to give them information and let them convince themselves. That's it. All I'm going to do is give you a little information. You do what you want to do with it. That's just pretty much me. I gave you alerts, warnings, spoiler alerts, aka conspiracies that have turned into fucking total truths. It's really getting old lately on that one. But how do you tell if somebody's telling the truth? The ones trying to silence you are the people that are the ones that lie. People that say misinformation and the fact checkers and community guidelines and our professionals, our scientists say that you should not say that, so fuck you. So here's channel number 1 gone, YouTube for Montauk. Channel number 2 gone. Channel number 3 gone. Channel number 4 gone. Channel number 5 gone. Channel number 6 gone. Channel number 7 gone. I'm on 7 and 8. But this is where we're at. By them being able to do that. And I'm not out telling everybody to go take something that's completely indemnified that doesn't stop the transmission of something. And has caused stuff like myocarditis. And fucking just a plethora of amount of other fucking diseases. And have opened the gateway to hell to fucking everything that can fucking kill you. I'm not that person. But yet, some of you people are still gonna listen to him. You know what's funny? When I like following George Takei. You know why? Because usually he says it first. And everybody kind of follows the same narrative. It's scripted. It's obviously scripted. And this happens in media. And they've been taken and Twitter, aka X, whatever you want to fuck. I don't know why I changed the fucking name. So X, Facebook, Gab, True Social, you fucking whatever. All these other platforms. Instagram. They actually send out memos to these people and say, this is what we're talking about this morning, this afternoon, this evening. And you'll see the same tweet, words, the theme of it similar. The theme itself, the narrative itself, the bigger picture, broader point that they're trying to convey or imprint or brand in you or imprint in you, and their impressions, their impressions, is usually the same. It's the same. Just go to, if just one drop, just try this one day. Breaking news from the left side. Blah, 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 this person, this. And just go through all these other individuals or entities. Could be a freaking news media magazine or something like, who knows. And they get this information out, then it goes to these individuals that usually have very big followings. We're talking like maybe at least 10,000 to 20,000 subscribers or likers or people that follow them. And it'll all be the same. That narrative will translate everywhere. That message about that person or about that thing or about something will be the same everywhere. It's over and over and over again. I've followed and watched. I've done the research on that. I've seen that virus spread, right? And that's why it's going viral. It's trending. You watch. There's a reason for it. A lot of these viral messages aren't viral. They're just sent out by the same fucking people every time. They're not trending. This just sent out by the same fucking people all the fucking time. Paid for by Pfizer. Paid for by Lockheed Martin. Paid for by the World Economic fucking Forum and their associates. ETAL. You guys getting that? The last one, and the one that's not boggling my mind, but I think it's really good to pay attention to, is Jimmy is just, wow, he's really catching up to this. And it took me a while to catch up too, right? And I'm talking about Greta Thunberg, and this climate change scam is just continuing, and it's getting harder for them to sell, especially when one of their main fucking warriors buys a home for $43 million in Del Mar, California, right on the coast. We're talking 20 yards from where the water actually breaks to his back door. And sometimes actually does break into his back door. Because it's done that for hundreds of years. Maybe thousands of years. But the guy, Bill Gates, after he pushes his climate change agenda and everything's going to go underwater, and he told us years ago that there's not going to be a fucking shoreline. By the way, Plymouth Rock has still been in the same place at the same sea level for, I don't know, there's a picture that's almost 180 years old or something, showing that Plymouth Rock is still there at the same spot. Then they show the same fucking picture in 2022 or 2023. And it hasn't fucking changed. And I got sold on this. I was actually sold. A lot of people were fucking sold on this, but it's bullshit. Jimmy does a fucking wonderful. It's the person that actually wrote the. It's the person that actually wrote the article, and I'm going to get to Jimmy's thing here. It was very well done. Laid it out completely on the fucking scam. It was just amazing. Is this it right here? Wait, protest grabs from Greta? No. It's all scam right here.
Receiving.
Yeah. It's fucking impressive. It's impressive what they've done. We got to hear. We got to watch this. This is the commercial that they're using. Got to watch this.
We don't have time. There's their promotional video published April 6, 2018. So the organization plans to make money by A, facilitating of carbon offsets.
Oh, the dispensations, yeah.
And B, building a base of millions of users so as to leverage the data collected about them the way social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter do. That's what they were doing back in 2018. That was their big idea.
We are running out of time. Right now, carbon dioxide emissions are being released at a staggering rate. Climate change will soon be self-fulfilling and unstoppable. The ice in the Arctic will no longer deflect sunlight, and the Siberian tundra is melting while releasing enormous quantities of methane gas into the atmosphere. We cannot turn the clock back. We are growing closer at an unprecedented speed to the point of no return. But there is still time to
That's weird that
acts now. Why is it we are not shifting to 100% renewable energies? How is it that nothing is being done?
Carbon tax.
We have a solution. Right now, as we speak, we are building a social network, an arena where you and millions of people around the world will be able to watch who is really doing something to put an end to the climate crisis. An arena where you can look into what your politicians and business leaders are doing about climate change. Do they in fact take it seriously? Are they doing their job? Love bomb the ones in power that are actively looking for solutions, and climate bomb the ones that must do more. Nobody likes a bad rating. Nobody wants to be held accountable for the climate crisis. When the pressure is felt by the people in power, they will no longer be able to deny, mislead, or hide. They will have to change their ways. This is a time when together we can solve this crisis, a time of great change. We are working round the clock to create this social network, but you don't have to wait for us. At WeDon'tHaveTime.org, you can already send climate bombs, love bombs, and messages to chosen world leaders through social media. Remember, together we have the power, but we are running out of time.
Okay, I no longer believe in climate change.
Fucking Kurt, shut up. All right, so just before that commercial, you got to watch this part. So this is what they want to do. Wait, this is the one here. Oh shit! Come on. All right, there it is. Let's read this part. This is important. Thank you, Jimmy, for explaining. What is going on is rebooting all of stagnant capitalist economy that needs new markets, new growth in order to save itself. What is being created is a mechanism to unlock approximately $90 trillion for new investments in infrastructure. Okay, that's it. The reason for this chick, okay, and that's why she laughs at people. Okay, this fucking idiot here. God damn it.
His nasty little secret.
Yeah, fuck your solar bullshit. Okay. There's Greta. We don't have time.com. Right? And she's got that look on her face. What is she, like 40 now? Still dressing up like fucking like that's like she's 8? This is fucking ridiculous. So again, there's the number. I need you to look at this number for all you people out there. And let me just tell you what's going on. That's the number you need to look at. Thank you, Jimmy. This is very well done, Kurt. Just shut up and let Jimmy talk, and then pipe in when he fucking looks at you, okay? When he tells you to fucking say something. $90 trillion. Not 100 billion, not 90 billion, not fucking 10 billion. But their goal is to get $90 trillion into this industry. That's why Greta laughs when people ask her questions. I'm going to fucking be a millionaire. Because idiots still believe me. We have a pollution problem. Excuse me. A pollution management problem. There's pollution out there. There's sewage. There's chemicals being poured into our lakes and our rivers. Dow Chemical pours Chemical Valley and Chemical River or Death River. I don't know. I forgot what they call it. Kanawha River in West Virginia. You can't go in there. It's so saturated with filth. People don't eat the fucking fish out of there. This shouldn't happen. This shouldn't happen. There's other ways we can do this. The biggest reason why hemp or marijuana was the biggest reason why marijuana was classified as by the CIA, by the FBI, by the government, this trustworthy, non-corrupt government, was a class 1 drug, is because they found out they could make stuff with it. Things that heal people, that are more natural and better for the body, because the human beings have actually been using it for a lot longer than everything you're seeing now. All the processed or GMO created crap that's out there, and they can fuck this shit up too. Hemp can still be fucked up, but in its natural state, simple ingredients, it can be used to do so many things. And that was the biggest threat. It was not only a great fuel, and possibly could take over the industry of oil, right? This is another threat. There's so many threats that fucking pot had. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, the $90 million is what they're trying to get. $90 million. That's all you need to see. This is the only thing you need to see, is you need to put 90. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a meme to see $90 trillion. That's what this picture is about right here of Greta Thunberg. Look at her. In her mind, all she's saying here is $90 trillion. That's more money, I think, in the entire that the world has managed to achieve and make in its existence. This is fucking crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. I'm going to take a break. We're going to come back. Anyway, aloha, 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 aloha. Thank you very much for being here. I'm going to take a quick break. Give me a few minutes, 5 minutes. And then we're going to go open forum. I'm going to leave everything up. I like leaving my collage up because I think that's important. You can see and read the collage anytime you want. It's really good stuff. So here this was part of their plan, by the way. Let me just show you this. This is fucking great. This is how you do it. This is how you fix climate change. All right? This is how you do it. I'm going to leave this up. Paper straw in a plastic wrapper. They sold this to people. And they fucking believed it. The governments bought it. The schools bought it. Companies bought it. They didn't even see what right in front of their fucking faces. A paper straw in a plastic wrapper. Be right back, guys. Give me a few minutes. Let's play this real quick. No.